What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogity988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is my rambling series. This is my vlogging series in which I just talk about life, the universe, things around us that are particularly interesting to me. And if you've been following me over the last few weeks, you'll know it's crazy times again. Boogie's brain's going through the fun times. Now, this is common with anybody with trauma and that's going through recovery. Sometimes it's going to get bad. Sometimes it's going to get better, right? That's how it is. 2 steps forward, 1 steps back. It's all progress. We're grateful for the progress when we're like this. I don't know if you saw this, but I happened to go somewhat viral recently. The video did pretty well, but I talked about my financial situation and how I took a few years off and now I'm trying to do more content. And I asked people if they liked my stuff to watch it, and if they really liked it, they could help me out via Patreon or Super Chat. You know, that thing that all YouTubers do all the time. My friend Emily Saxton and my friend Kid Behind the Camera both helped me with that video. We talked about it. We figured out what we were doing. Mike even made the thumbnail for me. And we had a feeling it was going to do well. I was very surprised how viral it went. The first thing to learn there is that Michael is good at his job. Emily knows what she's doing. You should take her advice. And secondly, people really like to get mad at me. Which on one hand makes sense because, you know, I'm a morbidly obese 48-year-old man-child who's basically squandered every opportunity that's ever been given to him. So I get that kind of anger, but it seems weird that because I did the YouTube thing that all YouTubers do, that's the reason they got mad. But we had a pretty strong feeling that their hate could signal boost it to people that do care. And if you're watching this video, you're probably one of those people that care. And so let's hang out and make videos and watch them. And you can watch more videos. If you like what you're seeing, you can subscribe. If you like it a lot, you can check out channel memberships. That's always cool. In fact, we just hit a little over 50 channel members, and I've been putting polls and posts up there for them, talking to those guys. If you want to be one of those people, check it out. Fun story, I was at a wedding 2 weeks ago, and my friend Flint and I were sitting in the audience waiting for the wedding to begin, and he showed me his phone, and one of his friends had texted him the thumbnail of that video in a meme. You can't write shit like that. That was really funny. The cool part about that is that it kind of worked. The views are up. Some videos are doing better than others, but average, some of these videos are doing really well, and I'm like really happy about it. I'm making content I like. People seem to be liking it. There's a lot of hate, but there always is. That's just what the internet is for a lot of people. They just come here to hate shit. But a lot of you guys come here to love shit. And for some reason, you love my shit. And I think I'm super lucky to have found you. And if you found me through this latest debacle, whether you're here to hate or love, I'm just glad you're watching. But the ones that love me, man, whew, it's been a breath of fresh air. I really have appreciated it. Now for the life updates that you guys have clicked on this video for, I have lost 18 pounds in the last few months. And unfortunately, I don't think that's a good thing. I've debated talking about this. I wasn't going to make a dedicated video about it. But about 6 weeks ago, they took me off my testosterone because my red blood cell count was exceptionally high. That's not a great thing. When I got home and Googled the red blood cell count thing, there's not a lot of good reasons for that to be happening. There's some really minor reasons. You've got a flu or something like that. But for it to be as high as it was, something might be going on, and it's scary. So in a couple more weeks, we're going to go in and do the blood work again, see if my red blood cell count has lowered. If it has, hey, that's cool. We go back on the testosterone, and everything's amazing. If it hasn't gone down, that means there's something wrong somewhere. And the place they want to start checking first is my shitter. Colonoscopy time again. Never great. Don't get old, kids. Stay young forever. I'm not telling you that to scare you or worry you or anything like that. It's probably nothing. You shouldn't be worried. But my anxiety-riddled brain is very worried, and it's about all I can think about. Realistically, I know it's fine, but my brain likes to catastrophize. Hey, I learned that phrase in therapy recently, and I'm learning the tools to not let my brain do that. I mean, remember, no amount of regret changes the past. No amount of worry can change the future. The only thing you really control is now, and I'm choosing now to hopefully be less crazy, considering the circumstance. But I think with everything that's going on, I think I'm doing considerably good. You know, I had some Twitter meltdowns, some weird YouTube videos, but that's just a normal day for me, right? The biggest issue is that without this testosterone, I'm struggling to stay awake sometimes. I have like very little energy. The depression seems to be worse. And like I said, I've lost 18 pounds and I'm weak as a kitten. So I'm fairly certain most of that 18 pounds is muscle. And imagine losing 18 pounds of muscle when you're almost 400 pounds. I'm 383 right now. If they can't put me back on that testosterone, well, that probably means something real bad's going on. So I'll have bigger issues to worry about. But if it's like a minor issue, I don't know if this is very bad. It's not good. I do not feel good, and I kind of hate it. I don't know how I lived without that testosterone supplement before it. I definitely don't know how I'll live without it. I'll figure it out. I'm a survivor. It's what we do, right? We stay alive. We make the best of it. That's what we all do, right? But it's going to be hard. But as all adults know, life is meant to be hard. It's the Dark Souls game that makes Dark Souls look like fucking Barbie Grand Adventure. I mean, really, life is like a video game, right? Every day we wake up, we do our dailies, then we try to find a side quest to entertain us for a little while, and then before we log off for the night, we try to enjoy the gold and the items and the new powers we've developed throughout the day. It's kind of fun. The microtransactions are killer, like medication and health insurance and education and gas money and rent and mortgage. Good Lord. Whoever owns this game is making a fortune. Not a huge fan of the storyline where, the world is getting increasingly more difficult and increasingly worse for everybody involved. And then like once every couple of days, the high level players just take a shit on all the rest of us. But hey, I just play the game. I don't write it. But the game also has, like puppies and kitties and other animals and snacks and food and shows and games and people. I love the other players. That's what brings me back every time. But forget about me for a minute. How are you? And seriously, how are you? Let me know down below. Do you have some of those good things in your life? Is there a show you enjoy watching, a game you enjoy playing, people you enjoy spending time with, a pet you enjoy loving, a creator you like watching? What's good in your life? Let's talk about that too. One of the best things in my life is you, the person sitting here watching this on your phone or your TV or wherever you're watching it. You, constant viewer. Thank you for being part of my life. I really like sharing it with you. You guys have been with me through all the pain and the misery and the tribulation and the trials, and when as many people out there decided they hated me, as many people decided to turn against me because of my stupid decisions and stupid mistakes, you, for whatever reason, have always found the good in me, and that makes me want to be better. Life is hard, and sometimes it's brutal, and sometimes it's just short, and sometimes it's inconceivably long, but I will say it's the only game in town, and you and I, we're going to play the best we can. Try to beat this motherfucker, right? Yeah. If a bad player like me can make it this far, then I know you can make it all the way to the end of the game, and I know you will, because certainly you have a better health bar. You probably have a better int bar. You're certainly got more charisma. So you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, no matter how hard it gets. You're gonna be fine. And finally, if you're wondering why this video sounds so different than other ones like this I've made in the past, it's therapy. I found a really great therapist. I've been with him for several months now, and it's really made a big difference. Even through all of this trial and misery over the last few weeks, they help, man. They really help. It's when you find a good therapist, and it's hard to find a good one, boy. They click. Now, all of that said, I hope that you enjoyed this life update. I hope that it's made you feel a little bit better about your own life, and I hope it makes you feel a little bit better about mine, knowing that I'm in a good state of mind, even though I'm kind of crazy. I'm doing better with the crazy than I've ever been before, so I think that's a lot of fun. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon. Now, go level up. Have some fun.